know, is this thing on? I think it is. I can't see a thing. I feel like I'm on stage and everything. So thank you very much for coming to the second of our events. Lovely to see you all. Woohoo! Yeah, big round of applause. So just seriously for a moment, we want to dedicate this entire evening to Dominic Hawken. Those of you who came last time may have seen him play and perform. Sadly, he was taken from us very, very suddenly, and it's all been a bit of a shock. But everything will be all right, and I know that he'd want us to have fun as he did on the night. He used the immortal words, "That's not a kick drum, this is a kick drum," and everything shook. It was fantastic, actually, for those of you who weren't here. So anyway, without further ado, the first of our acts tonight is called The Occupier. Thank you very much.
So here we are at the Sonic live event with the Occupier, otherwise known as a reveal.
Phil Barnes.
How did that go for you?
That was great. I really enjoyed it. And I had sort of thought of doing a bit of a drum freak out at the end, so I managed to fit that in with like a minute to go. So it went all right.
Yeah. So had you been practicing to like a 15-minute sort of idea? Is that,
No.
So it's all like you were just like improvising?
Yeah, totally improvised.
Yeah.
The drum kit that runs the drum machine, I set that to a random beat. I had no idea what it was going to play. So it was all, apart from setting the patches up on the synths, it was all completely improvised.
Great. So, I mean, in terms of how it came out tonight to how you, previous sort of things, what do you think tonight brought it to the occasion?
It's nice to hear, getting a bit of an audience buzz, hear people, I couldn't see them too well, obviously, but it's nice to, get an audience paying attention and getting into what you're doing. And that's the thing, really, isn't it?
And out of your gear, what gear really delivered it for you tonight? So were you really pleased with the results?
I think all of it worked together really well because I've been practicing with this. I've been using this setup for a while now. I'm getting quite comfortable with it, and every time I play, I just get a little bit better at using it.
So the way you've got the Nymphis and the Medusa, are you using the pads of the Medusa to play the Nymphis?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I've got the Medusa set up for 6 voices, which is what the Nymphis has, so I can have all 6 notes from both instruments at the same time.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So during the set, then you were kind of like fading out and bringing in the different voices.
Basically I was changing notes and just using the different opening and closing the cutoff to bring the notes in and out. Because one thing with the Nymphis is when it tends to open the filter quite quickly, or relatively quickly. So I was having to keep the cutoff down just so it didn't come in too loud.
Nice. And then regarding then the drums, then all the drums are coming from the venerable SR16?
SR18, triggered by the drum kit.
Oh yeah. Now we've never seen one of them before.
It's by a guy called Matt Bradshaw.
Right.
Costs about £100, and it's designed to randomise drum beats.
Oh, nice.
So what you've got here, that's the degree of randomness that it'll introduce. This control brings in, it's constantly running triggers, and this controls how many of those triggers actually go to the instrument, go at the drum machine.
So we're using so there's a MIDI out then, so the MIDI out's coming into the drum machine, and then the triggers are coming from here and applying various amounts of randomization. Yeah.
Exactly so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then that improvised element then is really important to you then. So the fact that you're literally trying to just
live.
Yeah.
At home, I've got more. I can, take my time and build a track up, piece by piece if I want to. But live, also, I'm constrained by what I can carry on the bus.
Okay. Nice.
So 1 bag and 1 case.
Okay, fair play.
Plus a camping table usually. That's it.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much for talking to and coming to perform.
Cheers. Look forward to yours, guys.
Oh, thanks.
All right.